Y'all done did that whole spiel. I've been on mute. So let me start that over again. Y'all, that's how you know. That's how you know. Yes. I know, I just saw it. They I got you. I'm so sorry, y'all, that y'all couldn't hear me. My mic was muted. So that's how you know the Lord was working. But anyway, so essentially what has happened, you guys, make sure you share the live video, take the live video, invite the live video. I had it on mute, you guys, but now y'all can hear me. Wonderful. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that spill over again. So just kind of 86, that first minute or two of the live, you know what I'm saying? So basically, it's come to my attention that a lot of times what we're seeing both in the majorette and the drill team community. Again, this is your girl, the queen bee of Shaddi Tea in the majorette community, where I teach, educate, and bring awareness to what is going on in our community. So make sure you guys, if y'all come on a live video, make sure you share the live video and tagging the live video, because we want to make sure that everybody is tuned in on this morning. So good morning and good afternoon, wherever you guys are at. So let me go ahead and say this. What I'm noticing in the majorette and drill community as of lately is a lot of people are throwing out cash prizes that they don't have. When you put out a cash prize, you're supposed to have that validated in your banking account to where you can produce those funds. Okay. A lot of times, and I'm going to educate you guys for those that don't understand how you're supposed to run a show. If you put out $5,000, you better have $5,000 in your bank account to be able to give. If you have $10,000 that you're giving out, in this case, if you have $10,000, you better have $10,000 in your bank account to produce, because then we run into situations like this. People think that registration fees are supposed to take care of cash prizes. It is supposed to assist with paying for cash prizes, but it's not supposed to pay all your cash prizes. These people come on these shows, throwing on these shows, and they think that it is okay to just take out of the team, but not okay to take out their own pockets. When you are supposed to be doing this for the kids, you have to know that you have to invest. If you're about the kids, you are supposed to invest in your business. A lot of people are failing to realize what that means. Okay, let me help somebody else out because I feel my help coming, so stay with me and I'm gonna bless you. You guys that are throwing on these shows, it takes coins to throw on shows. Let me say that again for the people that's in the back. If you're going to put on a competition and you're saying I'm giving out $10,000, we need to make sure you have $10,000 to give. And let me help y'all else out on this. Please make sure y'all share the live video. You got to look like you have $10,000. Did I help somebody on today? Oh, I'm hoping you're today. You got to, if you telling me that I'm giving $10,000, I must look at your person and say, baby, I know she not playing. She giving out some coin. Look how she carry herself. Look how her presentation is. You have to know what you're doing. If I'm giving out $5,000, bet you by golly, why I better look like I'm giving $5,000. You not only got to be the part, you got to play the part. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we have come to a situation. A lot of you guys may know their name has been ringing bells in the drill team community. Again, this is not a Shaddi Tea in the majorette community episode. This is a Shaddi Tea in the drill team community episode. That's what we doing on today. So make sure y'all get y'all good seats. I know some people like to put me on the TV screen. Put me on the TV screen, pop me up, blow me up, because we're going to talk about it on today. And I can guarantee. Now, let me tell y'all this. I'm trying to stay on topic. There was a team that had a show this past weekend, as of yesterday. Their name has been ringing bells in the drill team community for a couple of years. There was a whole debacle years ago in another state or whatever. We're not going to touch on that because that's in the past. We're going to talk about the present. But my point is the team's name, their coach, I should say, their coach's name has been ringing bells. And I'm going to say the coach because obviously I did extend the invitation to the coach before I came on. The coach said I'm good. So I'm going to say the coach's name. Michael McCorkle of IRS, make sure I say, I'm going to just say IRS because Shaddi come up with some names I don't even know. But they had a show this past weekend. Now, the show clearly states right here, you guys, it says it's a sold out show. As you guys can see it, this show is a IRS Days competition. It's a 20th anniversary, or how many ever years the anniversary, I'm assuming. It's their anniversary show that they decided to put together. They invited teams to come out. It was supposed to be dance, drill, and drum. Well, it was no dancing going on. They only had 5 drill and drum teams that came. One came from out of state. This took place yesterday at the Dayton Convention Center in Dayton, Ohio. As our clear as day, y'all see it says giving over 10,000. This is what it say now. It says giving over $10,000 in cash and prizes. That's what the people's is giving. Now, when you sit there and tell me, come on, somebody, put me in B flat because I feel my help coming on today. If you tell me that you're giving my team, if we were to come and register for your show, mind you, the registration, let me take this off the screen so y'all can see my face because I want y'all to get all of this tea. If you tell me that you want me to pay $250, which is what they paid to enter to your show, because we're going off of the grounds of you clearly have $10,000 to give out if we were to win. But we get to your show, not only do we win one category, we won 2 other categories, if I'm not mistaken. Let me put up the prize money. This is the packet that was sent to me. I'm going to read it as it sees fit. Friday is the All-City Drill Team Bash. There will be an open bar for adults, which y'all seen that on the live. As long as you bring your team, the staff and adults are free. As long as you bring your team, that's a red flag. So if you don't bring your team, you got to pay. Start time is at 8 p.m. It's $10. After 9, the cost goes up. Okay, we're doing club prices for kids' event. But stay with me and I'm going to bless you. The party will end at 12 a.m. Saturday, teams can arrive to the convention center as early as 11 o'clock. To 12 o'clock is 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock is inspection and captain's meeting. 1 p.m. the show starts with the grand march of team captains and banner. Music will be played. 120 Pee Wee drill category. I love how they doing see, a lot of people don't do this. They didn't start doing this until I started doing this. But, at least I'm helping somebody out to look the part. Come on, somebody, because I wasn't seeing a whole bunch of teams doing no breakdown or no doggone name or no times when it comes to showtime. But okay, let's stay with me. 120 to 146 is going to be the Pee Wee drill category. Then 146 to 230 is going to be the junior category. Then 230 is going to be the drum category. 3 o'clock is going to be senior division. 4 o'clock, the 2 highest score drum lines will be face off in 3 rounds of a collegiate style drum battle. Same thing I did in Denver. 5 p.m. we will do awards and cash prize. Now this is the important part. Y'all stay with me. Because I'm going to bless you on today. Somebody put me in B flat. Lord, I wish I had my doggone bishop up here. So it says the $10,000. Y'all see that, right? Let me get closer to my mic so y'all can hear that. Because I got some special guests that's going to come on and tell their side. I see a couple people waiting to come on in the room. So we're going to let them have their piece. But it says the $10,000 to the best drill team. Y'all see that, right? The $10,000 to the best drill team. $1,200 to the head captain. I'm trying to figure out where you got all this money from. So let's add this up. We add $10,000. Okay, I got a good chance of winning $10,000. Something don't sound right. That's lottery money, but stay with me and I'm gonna bless you. So $10,000 plus I could have a chance of winning $1,200. That's $11,200. Plus, if my team does exceptionally well, we can have a chance of winning $1,500 for being the best drum line. So let me add $1,500 to that. That's a total of $12,700. That's the total. I just added it up for y'all. So now I'm going to bring on one of our guests. I see her face. The other guests, put your face in the camera when you're ready, baby. But I'm going to put on one of the guests that's already up here. And she is a part of DHS. They are big supporters of Lady Jazz, and it's showtime. And I appreciate y'all so well. So let me go ahead and bring her on. This is Miss Monica. Miss Monica, hey, sugar.
Hey, girl. Good morning. As you see, I don't have no voice.
Yes, girl.
Baby, listen, I'm going to say this. We deserve it. We deserve every dime. The girl showed out, as you can see.
I see.
But my thing is, it's for the kids. If it's for the kids, it's for the kids. Period. Like, don't make it to where like we're mad. I think we're not mad. When the kids are mad, we mad.
Exactly. As you should be. Them are your babies.
Yes. So, they practice 7 days a week. Late practices. Just be fair. If you owe us, just say, okay, I made a mistake, yada, yada, yada. But don't try to bash us or the parents or the association or the director, just the staff as a whole.
Now, when they say bash, you guys, I want to bring up a screenshot because this was sent to me as well. The person took the post down, but there was a post as well as a comment that said, show me a $10,000 show and you will get your money. Now, it's been screenshotted. And what you don't know, I'm going to help y'all out on today. I'm going to help y'all out on. What you don't know is it's documented. So,
right,
these coaches can seek legal mitigation against you because it's not only documented in your packet, but it's also stated on your flyer. And then you come behind it and say, show me a $10,000 show after we won your show.
And not only won it, we swept your show.
Swept the show. And y'all only got, if I'm not mistaken, out of the $10,000, y'all only received $3,500?
$3,500, yes, ma'am.
And then when it was questioned, what was the response?
They backed out. The money will come eventually. But the sponsor, yada, yada, yada.
So let me say this. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me say this about sponsorship.
Because once you sponsor, if you sponsored it, you can't take it back.
No, but what he was saying, well, what I gathered from the post that I saw was that he said that a sponsor did not send in the money. I'm confused. You gave out $3,500. So how much was this sponsor supposed to give y'all? Because that don't sound right. Sponsors are going, when you do a sponsorship, let me help y'all out on, because I do sponsorships as well. So if you need help doing sponsorship letters or whatever, I can help you. You have level of sponsorship. You may have gold, you may have bronze level, you may have platinum level. Platinum level is usually the highest one. So it's like basically if the company wants to donate to the platinum, that's usually the bigger, however you do it, it's usually the bigger pot of the money.
Right.
So you have levels. So if you're telling me that this sponsorship did not give you that level that you requested, then now it's your responsibility to go into your door, because he was charging $40 at the door from what I was told, and then out of Eventbrite tickets.
And then on top of that, we had to pay $10 to go into whatever was going on to get something to eat. So on top of paying at the door, which I did because I got mine at the last minute, because I want to see my baby compete flat out. Then we had to pay $10 to get it somewhere else to get something to eat.
And what was the food?
I don't know, because
I'm curious to see what y'all paid $10 for.
Some people had chicken tenders and fries. I don't know, Jasmine, because I didn't go eat. I told my daughter we're gonna eat when we leave.
So was it kind of like an all you can eat? Like you paid $10? Well, no, you just get a plate.
First of all, you had to pay $10 to even get in the place to get something to eat, because that was somebody else's, whatever they had going on, but they were serving food. So if I want to go get me something to eat, I would have to pay $10, get an armband, and then I can go in there and get something to eat. But if not, I couldn't just walk in and say, well, let me get, it wasn't that.
Y'all see where I'm getting with it? This sounds ghetto. I'm going to just say it like, I'm going to say how I feel it. It sounds ghetto. It sounds like someone is trying to get off. It sounds ghetto. It's ghetto. I paid $10 for a wristband to go and get something that I don't even know what y'all asses are selling. I don't even know what they got on the doggone menu. But I'm paying $10 to go into a place. Oh, I thought I was sweating. I'm paying $10 to go into a place to not know what I'm getting.
And it wasn't part of their function. It was something else was going on, but it was like a different area of the place, because everybody was wondering where the food was coming
from. So
this
ain't even had nothing to do with the IRS competition.
Right.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay. So I did send an invitation to Michael, and I said, to be fair, I said they're coming to Shaddi Tea. I woke up this morning, I had like 4 inboxes.
Oh wow!
Everybody going in like, Jazz, we need to bring this to head from, because we're upset. We're pissed. And I said,
I'm gonna tell you this, and Robin deserved it. Not only for Robin, the team, the kids.
Right.
And
Okay.
yeah,
So my question to the thing, did y'all already have a feeling? Did y'all already have a feeling that this was going to happen?
yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm
yes,
going to be transparent with it because of what has happened in the past. I'm not going to bring up the situation because y'all already know.
True.
But because of what happened in the past, did y'all honestly think that this individual had over $10,000 to give y'all? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, when I saw the flyer, I said to myself, "Excuse me, but Diana is bigger than you."
True.
And we would have believed it more if she was giving out $10,000. But we're talking about a certain individual that has a past, and your past does eat away at you. You can't just erase your past.
True.
It's what happened. You did that. It's what happened. So when I look at that, I would never trust a person to give me $10,000 knowing the type of individual that you have been in the past.
True.
And then you get upset and be so disrespectful. Let me tell y'all let me show y'all the post he made.
Oh yeah, they was talking. Yes.
This is all I'm going to say about the cash prize. If I was given $10,000, you would have gotten it. But your flyer says over $10,000 in prize. That's what your flyer say. Not only does your flyer say that, but your packet says that you're giving away over $10,000. But we're going back here. If I was given $10,000, you would have gotten it. The money that was awarded to teams was taken from sponsors, not the door. Most of my ticket sales came from Eventbrite. All of my donors, sponsors, are usually reliable. Usually reliable. I'm going to say that again for those in the back. Usually. Has he had other competitions in this, Monica?
No.
Okay. So let me repeat that. Usually are reliable. But you haven't had a competition prior to this IRS days.
Yes, it's been a while.
It's been a while. Okay, we know why it's been a while. Right. I gave you what you got. This is the director of the show. This is the post that he made. See, you got to be careful what you post because they're going to screenshot it.
Yep.
They going to screenshot it. You got to be careful what you put on your social media because somebody going to catch it right when you post it. Right, and they're going to send it right on over to me and I'm going to repost it.
True.
I gave you what you got. I'm stuck on that. Somebody please put me in B flat. I gave you what you got. I gave you. So basically it's saying
take it and shut up.
Take it or don't. But I gave you what I felt like you should have gotten. But your packet says $10,000. And out of that $10,000, you telling me. So what it sounds like to me is, Monica, and I'm gonna be honest, because I'm gonna bring the next guest on. What it sounds like to me is you never even had no sponsors.
I was gonna say that too.
You put in company, because if I'm not mistaken, did he or did he not put companies on them t-shirts that was at the show? Was there companies on the t-shirts?
No.
There wasn't no companies on the t-shirt, on the white t-shirts?
Like, you know how you get a t-shirt and they say sponsored by? No.
Okay, so you didn't, okay. Because normally that's what they ask for advertisement. How are you going to advertise our business if we're giving you money? How are you going to advertise our business so people know what we sponsor? So whether it be in a program or whether it be a half sheet or whether it be a t-shirt or a banner with the sponsors, you are going to see the fruits of your labor because it's
because we're giving you our money.
Okay. So Monica, I'm gonna go ahead and bring on the next guest if she's ready. Thank you, baby, for coming on the stream.
You're welcome.
All right. Miss Girl, is you ready? I don't see your face on here. The next guest, Tiara. Tiara, is you on, sugar? I want to make sure I see your face before I pop you up there. Y'all, let's do a little intermission, honey. Can we do an intermission while the next guest is getting ready? Can we get a B selection from Norman Hutchins? Let me do a B selection. Y'all stay with me. I'm gonna do a B. Since it's Sunday, I want to make sure that I try to keep it as clean as possible. So can we do a B selection? Let's do a B selection, honey. I got to do a B selection. Let me do a B selection. Y'all make sure y'all share the live video, tagging the live video, and inviting to the live video. We're going to do a B selection while the next guest is getting ready to come on. Because, baby, this is a mess. This is a mess on today. We're going to talk about it. It's a mess on today. We talking about this right here.
Makes no difference what you're going through. You're gonna make it. God's gonna see you through. Hold your head up. Put a smile on your face. This is another test. It won't last always. So get ready. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. Get ready. Get ready for your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. Get ready for your miracle. For your miracle. I know you've been hurting deep down inside. Let me encourage you. It's gonna be alright. Troubles and trials come to make you strong. Keep on believing. You keep holding on. Get ready. For your blessing. For your blessing. Get ready. For your miracle. For your miracle. For your blessing.
All right, just had to play a little bit of B selection, Nancy. Y'all look, I think we got to the point. I had some questions ready. You know, I was gonna ask, you know, why was it promised? Why would you promise $10,000 if you didn't have it in your bank account? I'm confused. Why would you promise that? Why would you promise that? Why would you promise that? My next question: why didn't you have it to take out of your door? People understand and know that when you are making when you are doing a competition and you are lacking somewhere where it was promised, you're supposed to go into your door. You got to go again, once again, in your finances to be able to make up what is lacking because it's your show. But instead, you pocketed the money. And one thing about this situation is when it hits the majorette and drill community, that's your name. That's your brand. If that's all you got, your word, them teams, them 5 teams, because we're only 5, them 5 teams trusted your word that you was going to give out what you said you did, and because you did not, and now you're putting it off on a sponsorship. Let me help you out about a sponsorship. Sponsorships are not required to give you anything. They're not under oath, and they're not in the contract. They can tell you at one moment they're giving you $2,000 or $5,000, and then they may have come out and said, well, something happened, or they couldn't produce it or whatever. Again, in my opinion, listening to this, what's going on, you never had sponsorships. You never had no sponsorship. One thing is for certain, 2 things for sure I know about sponsorships. They want any type of advertising. So if you truly had sponsorship, then all that posting you was doing with your flyer, you could have been thanking the sponsors. But we did not see any sponsors think on your page. But okay, why make disrespectful posts to the winning team? The team that just won. The team that just won your competition. You go and make a post like this and you put in bold letters, I gave what you got. Now let me twist it on somewhere. Let's just say you would have came to my show and I didn't have your money. You would have been ready to tear up every doggone thing up in there until somebody got some money. So why is it okay for you to do it, but not nobody else? Not saying it's right, because it's dead wrong. But the fact is, if you would have took your team to a competition and what was promised to you was not given to you, how would you have been reacting? You would have been pissed. You would have been cussing everybody out. You probably would have tried to even put your hands on somebody until somebody getting money, because in your eyes, your team worked as hard as the next team and y'all won and you want your money and the person did not have it. That's a legitimate reason for someone to be upset. Okay. The next one was, why couldn't you come on and tell your side, but you instead decided to make a post? That's what the platform is. It's for you to try to clear up any discrepancies that you may have, or try to give any type of, I'm not going to say excuses, give any type of clarification as to why you did not have the money to give out. Y'all got to see it for this thing. If Diana Williams, D. Williams, Coach D, Dancing Dog Coach, Bring It Face, all that. If she ain't posted that she was giving out somebody's $10,000 and she done had 5 successful seasons of Bring It on the TV where everybody was looking at, why would y'all as coaches believe someone that has a past would give that out? Now, coaches, I'm going to get on y'all because I got to be transparent. I understand y'all want to support everything and y'all want to help everybody. I understand. I get it. All right, we got another guest on, baby. Raise your hand if you ready, sugar. Is you ready? Okay, she ready. I'm assuming this is from IRS. I just want to make sure not IRS. I'm assuming this is from DHS, excuse me, Lord. So I'm going to let her come on and say her little quick piece, baby. You tell me how you feel about what's going on and we'll go from there. Y'all, please welcome Miss Asia. Hello, Miss Asia.
Yes, hi. I would just like the whole thing is crazy. First of all, he went from 20K to 10K, and then he talking about show me a 10K performance. Like, what are you talking about? Just say you didn't have the money. Like,
it'd have been a lot easier for you to say
it's ridiculous.
It would have been a lot easier. It would have been truthful. You still would have got a burnt stick, but it would not have gone this far. So yeah, I agree. And like I said, I asked him. That's how I know it's some funny business going on, because I sent him a message before I went live, and I said, "Hey, there are people that are trying to come on live, that are coming on live to talk about your show and their experience of your show, and I want to send you the link." And I sent him the link. I said, "Here is the link for you to tap in to tell your side." His message back to me was, "I'm good, LOL."
Yeah, I mean the overall show was, it was good for him to put on a show, but
because it wasn't packed, because they said it was packed.
It was very
with 5
packed.
teams in the convention center was packed. So he had, let me see, let me because I don't want to make sure I don't mess nobody's number up. Let me make sure I got what I got. So they were supposed to get, let's just say it was $10,000 plus $1,200 plus $1,500. Let me do that again. $10,000.
Did none of that happen? The drummers, they was mad as hell. They didn't get
that was $12,700. So from my understanding, y'all got $3,500 out of all that. So that's minus $3,500. So there's still $9,200 still unallocated for.
Mm-hmm.
And the best excuse you could came up with was you waiting on a sponsor. Well, sponsors don't work like that, because if you truly had a sponsor, from what I do know, they're going to ask you what's the deadline for us to send the money in.
Yep. I just think his whole thing was a whole ruse, like for people to come. He just wanted that for people for his day could be, better than DHS day. Period. That's how I feel. Like he lied about the money for people can come. Period. Because
result, it wasn't better than DHS day.
No, it wasn't. Not at all. This is my first time dealing with drill team, so I'm kind of new to all this stuff. And from what I hear, he is not a good person to work with.
I'm not good. Let's just be professional and say this: he's not of good character. Yeah. He's not of good. He does not have any good integrity. We have seen it in his actions.
And then yesterday he played DPD. They were supposed to go on before IRS came and closed out the show. He had his IRS, team come on before DPD, and they, did whatever they did. Then DPD came on, but that wasn't even like how the show. It was just a mess. It was just messy. Messy. So,
Asia, as a parent of DHS, would you, as a parent, go back to that show?
No. I didn't even want to support his show. The only reason why I did was because my daughter was performing.
Let me make sure I say Monica, because I want to be transparent. Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
As a parent of DHS, a faithful parent, because I see you came to Houston, y'all was showing out in Houston.
Come on. We show out.
Y'all definitely show out for y'all babies. Period. Would you have a problem with your coach saying we're going back next year?
And I will have a conversation with her. Says, listen, we can't keep getting burned with the same match. You can't burn me with the same match that you done burned me with before.
And let me just help y'all out for those because I know there's other people that's viewing. If you have a child on a dance team or a drill team, you don't want to feel like your child is being shysted, cutthroat. You want things to be fair, and that's why I said I can humbly just sit back and just observe everything. And I'm gonna put my plug in. My mama said that shameless plug. I'm gonna put my plug in. That is the reason why DHS and DPD constantly comes back to It's Showtime.
Yeah,
it's a competition that they can look forward to. That and guess what? They're in Houston. I had no drill team judges on my panel at all.
Right.
None. They were all majorette background.
Right.
And everybody that plays where they were supposed to.
Right. Yeah, we love your shows.
We do.
So that's what I say when I say this. I say this to say, you guys, and I see the post in the groups, drill team, even with the cost. Somebody made a post and said, since when did drill start charging club prices?
No, for real.
$30, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, but it's a lot of money if you don't see a benefit in it.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't pay $30 just to go to a drill team competition. My mama about to talk about me because she said you putting your plug in. But with It's Showtime, you get a drill team competition. In Miami, you get a step show. You get
I can't wait to get to Miami.
You get a majorette competition. You get a celebrity guest by the name of Trina.
By the name of Trina, the
a majorette viral sensation named Janae Harrington, all in one building.
Right.
So outside looking in, I'm looking at it as this. Baby, I'm getting a whole shebang for my buck. You can't beat this. And I even had people say, well, Jazz, you charge too cheap. Like, you should have no, because I want everybody to have an amazing time. Yeah. My mama just said, read the comments. I want everybody to have an amazing experience. Let me go here because my mom's talking about read the comments because I'm not on the live. Let me see. Okay, hold on right quick. Honey, DHS will be there next year. Don't let them lie to you.
Oh, lying about.
So Sierra Wright, I don't know who Sierra Wright is. I guess she's one of my followers, but she said
yeah, I got a relationship where she an IRS parent.
Okay, she said DHS will be the next. So basically, she's saying that y'all gonna kiss and make up.
We need to shut up because we're gonna be there next year anyway.
That's what she's saying. Monica J to Z said y'all. She said, "Ooh, you lying? Y'all just hate IRS. Period.
We don't hate IRS.
We don't hate IRS.
I'll send you an invitation, baby.
First of all, let's just say this. I don't hate IRS. My daughter's with IRS. Star was with DPD, and now she with Robin. I don't hate a team. I still have people I talk to over there, so it's not even about that. I'm not about to do that.
So she said. Monica said, I'm just saying, if I feel shit ain't right, I would have never signed up for it in the first place. Y'all enjoy y'all showing, and I have to agree with her. Now, real talk, I got to agree with her. I got another guest on. I have to agree with her. Hello, Ebony.
Because I didn't want
you on mute, baby.
Hey,
you from Iowa? I see your bare headboard, girl. We need to see your face, honey. Hey, Ebony.
Hello.
Okay, so Ebony, I'm guessing you're with DHS. You're a DHS parent. Okay. Yes. What is it that you would like to say to the folk?
I just think
because you know it's gonna be a whole post about us because I'm Shady T.
What you say?
I mean,
I said y'all know it's gonna be a whole
post. The mediator.
Listen, I said y'all know it's gonna be a whole post about us when we hang up.
I already made a post today, but I really was on the fence about joining the drill team world again because my daughter was in this years ago and it was already a lot of unorganized money situations where stuff wasn't just adding up. So I was really on the fence about allowing her to join, but I just think these babies practice so hard, faithfully, every day. They're out there every day.
Can someone text Robin and tell her to come on because they're requesting Robin to come on?
Okay.
They said, I mean, you keep adding parents, add the director of DHS. She was actually supposed to be on, so somebody just shoot her a message to tell her if she could come on, please. But go ahead, Ebony.
Okay, so yeah, they're out there every day, Monday through Friday, practicing. On Saturday, having competitions. Out there 3-4 hours, working hard, putting their all into it to get cheated. I just think that's so unfair.
Good.
So, my daughter came home.
And again, I want to make sure that I'm transparent with this. Make sure you guys are sharing a live video, taking a live video. If you have a person of a background that is been known, I'm just speaking facts. Matter of fact, let me go a step further with speaking the facts. Let me tell them. Can I tell my testimony? Let me tell my testimony. This is my testimony. I had a situation with Michael McCorkle. I'm gonna tell it like can I be free? Can I tell her how I see it? I'm gonna tell her how I see it. I feel my help coming because many people may not know this. Michael, somebody put me in B flat, had came to 2 Jazzy Designs to get uniforms. Okay. Michael wanted the uniforms for the Denver show last October. Because I'm gonna talk about it. Michael wanted the uniforms to be ready for them to go before they came to Denver last October. Michael paid me 2 installments. Now, if you guys know, especially with DHS purchasing product from me, I don't start production until I receive full payment of the invoice. That's when my production begins. Because I still have to pay my workers to do my job, to do my work. So I'm not going to process any orders until I receive full payment. Every time he sent a payment, the mother, I'm gonna tell y'all what she said on the phone to me. She said, Miss Jasmine, she said, I'm giving you this credit card information. She said out of her mouth, please do not give this credit card to Michael. Your mother said that. I don't know, but that's what the mama said. So what happened was the person that I was going through was also dealing with someone else that was doing uniforms in the community. They sent me her order and they sent my order, which was IRS's, to her. So they got the orders confused and mixed up. They still received their uniforms, but they received it after the competition. But I'm telling y'all, I did not receive full payment for those uniforms. I didn't receive the last payment until a week before they were supposed to fly out to Denver. And that was not going to be enough time to make them uniforms. So then this individual went on and he said what he had to say. I'm not going to go into antics. He had what he had to say, whatever the case may be. But now the tables is reversed and people are looking at you like, we registered for your show. We paid $250 for your show for us to not. I'm just thinking, what if it was your parents and your team? Y'all would have tore the place up. Y'all would have been exceptionally mad because we traveled. We got ready for your show. I don't care if it's in the same city or not. We still had to prepare for your show for us to not get what was promised and what was in the packet. That packet is pretty much a legal binding contract. Hold on, Asia.
Show if he didn't have that 10K. If he didn't say that he was giving up 10K.
I seen it when he put out the $20,000 and I was like, Lord Jesus, that's a lot of money. Where's you getting $20,000 from? And then I seen it was changed to $10,000. I'm still questioning. Where is this $10,000 coming from that you say that you're giving to these teams? Let me make sure I read in the comments. I don't want to miss it. Somebody said he been stealing for me for years.
Yeah, he got loyal. Well, that's one thing about him. He have loyal people. So the people that's loyal to him is going to, have his side. But like I said, I'm new to this drill team stuff. And I'm just now like hearing his name and hearing how bad stuff be getting with him. Like, yeah.
Parents can't speak because if he would have given the $10,000, it still wasn't going in the kid's hand. So Sierra, how can you make a comment like that? Because evidently, is the money that he raised for y'all show going to your kids?
No.
Let's talk. Now, see, don't do that. Don't put your foot in your mouth for me. Are y'all going to see the fruits of that labor from that money that he got at that door and those sold out Eventbrite tickets? Let's be honest about it. Let's be honest, because like I said, had it been y'all behinds that went to a competition and was promised over $10,000 like the flyer said, but then when y'all got there and y'all won and y'all didn't receive y'all money, everybody in that building would have been tearing that competition up, and that's a known fact.
If that was him, he would have been mad as fuck. He would have been mad as hell. He would have been talking about it.
Dominique, I guess Dominique Stargell, that's DHS, right? Dominique. Because she said that money was for our hotels for Miami. Renee comes on and says, Renee, too blessed to be stressed, Scott says, Dayton Dynamic Drill Team, this is why we don't do any competitions in Dayton. We sit back and look, our girls deserve way better than to be cheated and or as a mother see the favoritism in teams, so we will continue to move in silence. My God from Zion.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad as hell.
Sierra said it goes to the directors. What they choose to do with is what they.
Yep.
Desmond said, I don't want to say that he is a bad person. People do go word for word when you deal with competition. So I understand where people are coming from. But he does bring the city out. And I wouldn't just bash him as a whole. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Just wish this could have been handled on our city instead of going this far. But see, the thing about it is you can't be mad at that, Desmond. These people are pissed. You can't be mad because it's brought to, because this is what I'm going to say. And this is what kind of makes me mad about some of these people that comment. Y'all not telling him to not comment off of his page. He made a total, let me show the screenshot. He made a total disrespectful post about this team. He said, and I quote, an hour ago, this is all I'm going to say about the cash prize. If I was given $10,000, you would have gotten it. The money that was awarded to the teams was taken from sponsors, not the door. Most of my ticket sales came from Eventbrite. All of my donor sponsors are usually reliable. I gave you what you got.
Basically, I gave you what you deserve, $3,500.
But your packet
$3,500 is not
if your packet would have said $3,500, you probably still would have gotten 5 teams because that's all that was there. But the fact that you still promised over $10,000, that is where people's upset. There's no validation in that. That's what you said. We didn't say you was giving out $10,000. That's what you said.
That's where everybody is mad at. Like you said, 10,000. How we get up from 10,000 to 3,500?
Dre Wells said they supposed to put that money back into the program, not so much paying for yourself. What happened to giving back to the community? Dre, you better say that. You better say that.
I used to drill team back in the day, and when I used to drill team, you know, the dudes that sold drugs or whatever the case may be, they put their money back into the community and back into the drill team. But it's not like that anymore. Nothing like that.
Marlon, it says your device is not connected. So if you're trying to get into the studio, it's not connected. So you may have to go. I'm going to take you out, Marlon, and then just try to join back in. But that's what I'm saying. And people want to sit there and keep, every time you turn around, they want to cry, oh, it's for the kids, I don't believe it's for the kids no more. I don't believe this, right? Because this would not be going on. That's what your packet says. That's legal binding. That's what your flyer says. That's binding. That's what people signed up for. So I do not believe that it's for the kids anymore. This is all for self. This is all for self. This is straight up greed. This is all for self. But again, we talking about bringing Robin, who was the affected team. Why isn't y'all coach coming on to speak his piece? Why isn't he trying to clear his name? I sent him a professional message and gave him the link. He said, I'm good, laughing out loud. No, you can't be. But you have a balance that's old.
If that was him, he would have been talking about it like it was bull.
As much as you go live and be talking about a whole bunch of nonsense, this was the platform and the time for you to come on to clear your name. But you decided to say nothing. That's why I'm confused.
At the end of the day, he knew he was wrong for that. That's just wrong. He should have just said, like, shoot, I'm taking it all the way down to 3,500. It is what it is. I said 20K, then I went to 10K,
But let's
now
just
it's
say
35.
this. Let's just say this, Asia. Let's just say he didn't have it. Evidently, he didn't have it.
Yeah, that's what I
Let's
said
just
last
say
night.
you didn't have
I said,
it.
what if he didn't have it?
If you didn't have it, then you should have at least been courteous enough to have hold on, let me see. Oh, that was you. Okay, so that was her. Robin, come back in. That was you, baby. Come back in, Robin, because she said she tried to get in. But again, that was you. Mm-hmm. That's your responsibility. I can't stand for that. Mm-hmm. I cannot stand for that. That's not right. That's not cool.
Yeah, no.
You don't know what the people had planned for their money. Evidently, they had it planned for another competition. Mm-hmm. Let me bring Miss Robin on. Robin, you ready?
Oh yeah, who was calling for me?
Who's calling for me?
Cause I heard somebody say, well, y'all text me talking about bring her on. I wasn't even coming.
So Sierra had made a comment on my post, and she said, because I'm gonna just read it how she wrote it. She said, parents can't. Hold on, that's not the one. She said, you keep adding parents, add the director of DHS, Robin. Okay, Robin, so now you're here. Now you can address it, baby, while you're eating good over there. Address the people what you feel from your side. This is the director, y'all, of DHS that only received $3,500 out of $12,000. So y'all asked for Robin to come on. She's on. She said, I was saying Robin probably don't want to be on here because it's messy. I don't get that. That's one thing. Sierra, I'm not going off you, but I get upset because y'all say it's mess, but that don't stop y'all from watching Love and Hip Hop New York. It don't stop you from watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta or Miami or Basketball Wives or Real Housewives Atlanta. Y'all like that. But when it hits home, it's all of a sudden mess. When we talk about his kids involved, it's mess. I'm confused. How is that messy? How is that messy? Because someone lied and shuck and jive on some money. But because it's money involved, y'all want to keep it closed and y'all want to sweep it under the rug like y'all been doing instead of facing it head on. I don't get that.
Jasmine, I do want to correct some things though, because I think you was talking to Monica and you asked Monica, was it sponsors or something on his shirts or something like that? He did have shirts with sponsors on there.
Yes, okay. So he has shirts with sponsors on it.
Yes.
Regardless of the fact, Robin, where is the money?
I'm sorry, I'm at my son's baseball banquet. So
where is the money at? That's what these people want to know. Why didn't we get what was promised to us? Y'all call it messy. I call it bringing awareness. Because guarantee you, let me say this for everybody that's listening. Guarantee you, if it would have happened to y'all team, y'all would have been running to Shaddi T too. I'm gonna just put it on out there. Robin, do you have any feedback, baby? Because they want to hear from you.
As a director, I really don't have no
Who is Renisha Lene? She said, but you getting so mad because you really are messy. It's offending you. No, baby, it's not offending me. Because I still get my coins. It's not offending me at all. It's not offending me. It's just the fact that y'all want to come on with stupid stuff like this with these comments. But if it happened to you and your kids, you would want to come over here and have someone be a spokesperson for y'all. But you're on my live. Go ahead.
I was about to say, I don't remember for real, but My feedback though, I'm more so of a person that's trying to that understands and try to see stuff from different perspectives. So with him saying that the sponsor did back out, but he is going to give it to him and he's very reliable, I was going to trust that information and wait on it. However, from a director though, it is kind of hard when your co-director is very, very upset and all your parents and your kids are upset and hurt too. So I'm over here, but I also have to understand their feelings and stuff like that, and also have my team's back, have my co-directors back, and everything like that too. So um, I don't got much to say about it.
Somebody said you don't care about DHS, you just want entertainment. We all in the same city. The director has coaches each numbers. You in a whole different state. You don't care. Let me address that, Sierra. Let me help you out, sweetie. I would not have known none of this information unless it was brought to me. Let me say that. I would not have known none of this information unless it was brought to me. So if you're talking about someone don't care, baby, you really do look foolish. You really do look foolish. Because again, I would not be reporting anything unless it was brought to my attention. So evidently, this team that's in the same city as y'all still is pissed. And they want it to be known that your coach or whoever you're representing did not, if you're representing IRS, did not do good or make good on their word. So it's not even about caring about a team or not. Evidently so, I do their uniforms. I did y'all's. Let's talk about it. I did y'all's. Bringing awareness, definitely. This is what the dance world needs. People work too hard for their money. Monica, if you're trying to get back in, it says device is not connected. So I'm gonna take you out and then I'll put you back in, baby. People work too hard for their money for it to be taken. Like all these people, it's so funny. It's so funny how it's messy when it's to someone else. That's crazy to me. How is it messy? Someone explain that to me. How is that messy? What's messy is your coach did not pay what he said he was going to pay. That's messy. What's messy is your coach pocketed the money instead of doing what he said he was going to do. That's messy. But because it's your coach, y'all want to come on the comments and try to defend him. But why didn't your coach come on the live to defend himself? He said, "I'm good, LOL." But your coach stays on live. So this was an opportunity for him to clear his name if he had any names to clear. Hello, somebody. Hello. Hello, somebody. Oh, it's quiet now in the room. It's quiet now in the room. I see Renisha's comments, girl. She's irrelevant to me. I don't even go back and forth with people like that, child boo. Because y'all want to call it messy because it's your coach. I'm sorry that your coach scammed DHS out of $9,000. I'm sorry. He don't, Sierra. He doesn't. He doesn't. He absolutely doesn't. He absolutely doesn't. But that is the reason why people are going to start seeking legal litigation. If y'all don't know what the word legal litigation means, it means anytime that you promise somebody something and you want to take them to court, they're seeking legal litigation to make sure that they have a case. And in this case, they have a case. So while y'all on here defending, I hope y'all have that remaining $9,200 to scramble up to be able to help pay for that money, because this is a case that they would win. If they decided to take this to court, which they have every right to do, they have a case. They have the packet, they have his post, and they have the flyer. That's all they need. Exhibit A, B, and C. So while y'all up here talking and running y'all mouth on my live, I hope y'all gonna be running to the bank at that same pace, keeping that same energy, and helping raise $9,200 to help him pay for a lawsuit that's coming his way. And truth be told, Mike inboxed someone on DHS asking to let us win for $3,000. My God, from Zion. My God. See, I promise you, I'm not mad. See, the thing about it is, when you're a vlogger, You're gonna get people that's gonna try to come at you either way. You're gonna get people that it don't bother me, y'all. It don't. They call Shaddi T messy all they want to. But baby, I'm a vlogger. But I'm messy. But wait a minute. Just 2 weeks ago, your coach that openly disrespected me last October because they did not win first place asked to come to my Miami show and was practically begging, asking if anybody dropped out. But why would y'all want to come to a messy person show? I'm confused. Why would you want to come to a messy person show? Talk about it. Why would you want to come to someone's messy show? I have my $2,000 I'm giving out. I have my other $1,000 I'm giving out to the drill drum and the what is it? Drill drum and majorette teams for stand. I have my money. I'm not lacking. I'm not making false promises either. I'm putting out what I can give out of my pocket that's in my bank account now. That's what I'm giving out. And if I decide to be a little bit more generous when I get to my show, then I'll do it as I see fit. But I'm giving out what I promised and what I have sitting in my bank account right now to give. That's what I'm doing. See, at my show, they get their money in cash form in hand, and they have to sign off on it. Some of them may even get a cash app payment, depending on the amount that they want. But we're steering away from the actual subject here. We want to know where the money resides, and why hasn't this team received their coins? That's what we want to know. That's what we don't know. I'm not saying it's not wrong, but you talking about him old stuff that has nothing. I didn't bring up old stuff. I brought up my situation because that's something that had to do with me and him, to let the people know what it really was so they can start putting dots together. That's what I did. I did that. So I wasn't talking about a situation that happened in other states that had nothing to do with me. I could, because the whole drill team community knows, but that's neither here nor there. That's not my battle to fight. I'm bringing up what happened to me to connect the dots. Renisha, you a little child, girl. I'm not even studying your comments, girl. Thank you so much for being on my live and watching the live, though, sweetie. You're definitely an honorary member of Shaddi Tina Major community, because you feel that you have to, but y'all still, again, y'all still want to come to my show. That's the T. Your coach and some of your parents still want to beat a bush to come out. As a matter of fact, I was told that some of y'all had already gotten plane tickets to come to the show, because evidently Michael told y'all was competing in Miami. Well, I'm telling you on the live, the IRS is not on my lineup, and that they did not pay no money, and they will not be entered into my show. And that's the T. That's the T. It just seems like it's always a problem with IRS and DHS. The whole city can feel it. Girl, so who on here going to give up the rest for him? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, now it was old DHS parents. Sierra, like I said, it don't old or new. The fact that still remains is they still got tickets to the show. They still got plane tickets to come to a show of a messy person. So only thing I can do is sit back and laugh at it, because it's quite hilarious to me. Thank you for the support either way. Y'all just being on my live is supporting me, so I appreciate y'all. But again, we're steering away from the subject at hand. The subject at hand is we want to know where the money resides. We want to know when they're going to get their money. They don't want to wait for no sponsorship, because you didn't specify that. You didn't specify that. I'm almost tempted. Can someone send me a screenshot? I'll do my research in case somebody don't want to. Can someone send me a screenshot of the shirts? This person that just came on, can you come to the screen so I can see your face? Let me see your face, baby. Who's that? Hello? Hi. State your name and who you represent, sugar.
DHS.
These little Renisha, you're funny, sweetie. Thank you for being one of my 40 viewers, though. It's cute. Go ahead, Miss J. What you got to say, baby?
I wasn't there, so I was just trying to. I didn't know what happened. I don't know what happened
With the competition?
Yeah.
So basically, DHS had went to Michael McCorkle's competition. Michael McCorkle stated that he was giving out $10,000, but they only received $3,500.
Oh, okay.
But he sold out of advanced Eventbrite tickets, so he said. And he had a packed house that he was charging $40 at the door for. So he pocketed that money instead of making sure that the team that won first place received the remaining $9,200.
Oh,
So
okay.
I didn't know nothing about this until when I woke up this morning. It was like 4 inboxes from people saying what happened, and they requested to come on Shaddi T. So now you got people in the comments upset because I'm going live about it. They want to call it messy. But what's messy is, again, your coach pocketed money that was not really his. So now I'm saying just to say, like I told Robin and I told, Terry, I said, y'all go ahead and do the legal litigation now. Now you got a case. So either you can handle this outside of court, or Mr. McCorkle can be brought to court and be made to pay the money that's owed to them. Because what they signed off when they paid that registration fee of $250, which by chance, that's my registration fee, but okay. When you sign off on that and when you pay that registration fee, you was adhering to what your packet said. That's a contract. That's a contract. Mike asked, and only 2 kids said yes, they wanted to come to your show, not one parent. It doesn't matter, Sierra. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I could care less. It doesn't matter. I didn't say the numbers. So y'all are bringing up stuff that's really irrelevant. But again, why isn't your coach? Why aren't y'all remaining to the fact that your coach did not pay some money? Y'all talking about everything else is really irrelevant. And that's what I'm saying. What is the point? Thank you, Dominique. Everybody on the live is shady. Thank you, Dominique. Thank you. They all messy on here. I'm getting screenshots. Let me check my screenshots. Hold on. Let me look at the screenshots. Because they yet still sending me screenshots. Oh, they sent me the screenshot. So, Flyboy, Wright and Show Law Firm, Next Wave, Dream Big, The Real Flyer Queen, and Pitter Patter were the sponsors. Well, I'll tell y'all what I'm going to do. Can I tell y'all what I'm going to do? I'm going to call the sponsors. And the sponsors not going to lie. Since we messy, let me call the sponsors and see what the sponsors was supposed, because the sponsors, that's public. The sponsor can tell you how much they was giving to it. And if they gave him the amount of money that was supposed to be given to the team, that's a red flag right there. And if they didn't promise to give him money, they promised in another form, that's some shit too. But I'm gonna do my research. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna do my research. Thank you to all the team supporters, sponsors, alumni, staff, Booster Club, Water Committee, current team judges. Thank you for making this day so special. King of Drill, Mr. Mike. Y'all. So again, I say this to say I've made my points and I stated my case. I see people up here talking about I'm not trying to kill IRS. I'm not trying to kill them. It is what it is. It is what it is. Renisha, would you like to come on? Because I think you want to just come on and get your little 5 seconds of doggone exposure. Would you like to come on, sugar? I can send you an invite if you would like to come on. I definitely can send you an invite if you would like to come on, sugar. It wasn't IRS. You're right. It wasn't IRS. It was Mike who did this. We didn't say nothing bad about the team. I didn't say nobody signed a contract. But if you know legal jargon, you would know that when you sign on for something, when you pay something, you're agreeing to the rules. And the rules clearly stated that he was giving out over $10,000. So y'all really are ignorant. Really, truly all. You're ignorant. And I'm not really concerned because no, it don't got nothing to do with me, but this was brought to me. So again, how would I know this went on unless it was brought to me? Can't be mad. Don't be mad at me, Hansi. Don't be mad at me, Hansi. Renisha, you can be blocked. Because I'm really kind of tired of looking at your comments. So you're blocked. Anybody else would like to get blocked? That's all right. I just blocked him. Don't even trip about it, Miss Mac. I just blocked him. I just blocked her. I just blocked her. It's all right. I just blocked her. Anybody else would like to get blocked? I love blocking people. That's one thing about it because I can't stand ignorance. That just does something to me. I can't stand ignorant folk. But once again, oh, she was the new director of IRS? Okay. Well, she's been blocked. She's been blocked. So could clearly care less. Could clearly care less. Again, we are steering away from the topic because of minions. His little minions. What are y'all going to do when them people take y'all to court? Or excuse me, take him to court. Let me make sure I clarify that. What are y'all going to do when he has to come out that pocket of $9,200? What are y'all going to do? What are y'all going to do when he has to come up with that money? What you going to do? Hello? Oh, okay. What are you going to do? Marlon, I sent you an invite, baby. I know you said, let me make sure you good to go because I want to make sure because Marlon said he wanted to come on. Let me see. Exactly. Why would you be thinking sponsors if they didn't come through for the money? Exactly. Exactly. That's all I want to know. Why are you thinking people that didn't come through? I'm confused. I'm confused. If you sat there and said what you said on your post, that you waiting for Q, another sponsor, evidently, whoever Q is. If you waiting for another sponsor, why is you thanking them if they didn't come through for the money? I wouldn't be thinking nobody didn't come through. Anybody? Oh, it got real quiet in the comments now because honey, they know I will block the behind. Baby, this has been a good episode though. It's been good. Oh, it's been good. One thing about it. It's been good. It's been really good. It's been really good. It's been really good. But people want to say, why am I concerned? Because y'all making it so hard for people to trust your word or your coach's word. Y'all making it so hard for people to look at y'all and think that y'all gonna do right and your coach is doing wrong. You make it so hard for people to even not yet. You make it so hard for people to even look at you in a different light. If you trying to be a better person, if you trying to do right by children, if you trying to clear your name and get your reputation back in the community, this is not a good way to do it. Whether it be drill or whether it be dance, at the end of the day, it is your responsibility as a director, as a producer of a show, that whatever comes out your mouth is what you abide by. Let me go a little step further with that. If IRS would have went to a competition, right? And the packet says you have 5 minutes to do your thing. No, the packet says you have 7 minutes to do your thing. And then the announcer cuts you off at 5-minute time. And rules have been changed. How would y'all feel? No, it's not money, but it's still affecting your team because you did not do what your packet said. If your packet said 7 minutes is what I'm giving you to perform, that's what you have to perform. Anything less than 7 minutes is a problem. So if your packet says that you're giving out over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and you have a breakdown of what you're giving out and you don't produce it, that's a problem. That's the issue. But y'all don't see that? Oh, because that's y'all coach, y'all want to try to defend him. No, what y'all doing is y'all trying to doggone say something, but then hide your hand because you don't want to say the wrong thing. And it gets back to Michael. And then you face with him going off on y'all. So y'all come up here and try to make sense out of a lot of stuff when it don't make no sense. That is really ass backwards. If he's wrong, say he wrong and leave it at that. If it's not right, say it's not right and leave it at that. But to do all these other antics and all this other extra and trying to make light of a situation when it's not a light situation, this is bad. This is bad. And it leads it to the kids where kids are disappointed. They, people plan for prize money. Whatever you're giving out, they plan for it. They plan for it. So if they don't win, it's not as bad because they didn't win. But if they do win and you don't got what's promised to them, that's what makes it even worse. You false promising people to get people to come to your show. That's what you did. I didn't do that. That's what you did. Once again, the money, Dominique says, Sierra, once again, the money was for the bus and rooms for Miami. Every child would have benefited from that prize money. You can't reason with tunnel vision people. They all want to jump on his coattail. And we do have a special guest. He just came on. I want to bring him on. Y'all welcome Marlon to the live stream. Ooh. Yes, Marlon. Hey, boo. Hi, sugar.
What's going on?
Let me remove this out the corner. Let me remove this so we can see you. No, you good. It's just pause right now.
Okay, can you?
Yeah, we good now. I can hear you and see you.
See me clearly now?
Yes, we can see you clearly. What you got, baby?
What's up?
Your friend up in Dayton, Ohio, cutting up. And that's what I just want to know because Marlon follows me. They know. Again, I did a whole live Marlon. I think it was earlier this year. And I asked the people. I said, I want y'all honest opinion. What has Shaddi T and the Major community done for you? Has it benefited you? Or has it destroyed something that you've built at all? And I was leaving it open. I said, you can tell me how it helped you, or if it did not help you, you can say that. Every last person that was on that live told. They didn't just say it helped them. They explained what it helped them with. Wasn't nothing messy about it.
I think it's definitely time for things to come to light. I'm going to say that. The industry, being in the industry for so long, it's time to stop throwing stuff up under the bus, to stop sweeping stuff up under the rug. It's time out for all that. When I found out about this whole situation, I was definitely surprised because my team, we were going to come compete. And
I'm glad you did it.
I'm from down south. And my parents and my staff would not have been very happy. I'm going to say that much. I'm shocked. I can definitely say I'm shocked.
Even with the team that came
Wow.
from Philly, just
Yeah.
imagine if they would have
Yeah.
won. They would have tore
Yeah.
that whole building up and wouldn't have cared until he
Oh.
produced $10,000. And again, I think it's because it's Robin. That's the reason why she did not, because she wanted to go there, but now she's handling it.
And I commend her because being in those shoes as a director, like she said, is you got to pull from different personalities. You got to pull from the team feeling some type of way. Then you got the drummers. Then you got your staff. Then you got your parents. So I understood where she was coming from when she didn't want to get on the limelight and say how she felt, because that's really hard. You know, that's very hard. And coming from, and I'm pretty sure they worked their ass off, because my kids was working their ass off. My kids was working their ass off. And matter of fact, just to put a secret out, we said my team, if we were going when we were going to compete and we won, they instantly said we want to go to Miami to your competition, and we were going to come to compete at your competition in Miami. So them was my next two performances.
You know, Marlon, the thing about it is I guess what kind of disturbs me about the situation, they bring it to me, and that's like, and they know how I am. When Shaddi T first started, this is exactly how I did it. I had people come on, tell of their side. I told how I felt, and we would try to reach some type of conclusion if we could to get stuff cleared up. You know, But
and then
as directors, we have to stop being afraid to speak out. And I told Robin the same thing. Y'all can't sit there and think who's going to blackball you in the drill community. Y'all don't got show like that as it is. You don't.
Right.
You got Lynn's show. You got Dr. Robert Wagner's show. And I think you may have a big show in Kansas City, Missouri. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And so when you're talking about only 3 main shows a year, you do want to branch out to other people's shows because you get a different experience from different shows. Bottom line, how can someone blackball you when the person that I just don't get that whole play. And I'm not saying that that's what Robin was saying or what she was thinking, but I'm saying in the past, that's how people have thought, especially the major community. They would be afraid to say how they were affected sometimes. Yes, because they were afraid that someone looking at this live, they'd be like, oh, well, we're going to be treated bad when we go to competition. Well, no, whoever's competition is throwing it on, if they've been on Shaddi T, you might want to second guess going to their show anyway. And you might want to second guess going to anyway.
One thing I also have to think about is whether you're a drill coach, a majorette coach, a pom coach, a cheer coach, at the end of the day, we're all in the same industry and we all need help. If you need help, just reach out. You can't be prideful and so stuck in your ways to where when you need help, because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about the money. It's about these kids. It's about the kids. It's about the kids.
I just, like I said, I won't, as long as Shaddi T has a platform, she's going to still do this because it has helped a lot of people. We have brought people that have scammed people out of uniforms. We have brought so much to the light that was always, always, always being pushed aside or swept under the rug. People are tired of being scammed.
Yeah. And as a coach, and as a director, as a coach, as a person, you should know your boundaries and your limits. If you don't have $10,000, $500, $100 to give away, then don't do it. Just don't do it.
And like I had said before, I said if you don't have it in your bank account, don't overpromise something that you don't got in your hand. Yeah. Don't do that. You got to make sure that
you're okay first. Yes, you have to make sure self is okay before you branch out into anything.
Because it'll bite you, it'll come back and bite you every single time. And that's why I was like, I didn't say nothing bad about him. I told him my experience that I personally had with him, which connected the dots. People like, well, why are you bringing up old stuff? That's not old to me. That just happened last year. That's not old. I'm a speak it how I feel it, because the simple fact that it still affected me. And the thing about it is, what's so crazy is, if people really did not know me and they believed everything that Michael had said about me last year, because they did not place in first place where he wanted to place in first place, then I would still not be having what I have to this day. Like, it's crazy how people can try to, and I'm not trying to tarnish his name. I'm sticking to the facts. I'm sticking to what you did or did not do. Now, if you, like I said, if people want to call that messy, well, no, you need to talk to your coach and say, why is he being messy, and why the funds were not given to what he promised to the team. That's messy. Y'all, and it'd be so crazy. People be throwing out that word so loosely. I swear, people throw out that word so loosely. They really, really, really.
And I do feel sorry, and I do apologize for the teams that took their time to go and prepare and to practice for all this, and this all of a sudden happened. It puts
hold on, I think Michael just came on. I think I see Michael on. Michael, let me know when you're ready. Are you ready? Okay, make sure your Wi-Fi, because it looks like you're stuck. Hold on. So Michael's gonna come on and join us, Marlon. Give me a second. Let me bring him on. All right, y'all. So this is Michael from the show. He did obviously take the invitation to come on and speak his side.
I'm here to watch. I just want to see what people have to say, especially the people that wasn't even there. So like, why people that wasn't in attendance have so much to say. So I'm not here to clarify nothing. Y'all got y'all mind made up. I just want to hear what people got to say. I didn't realize that I was going to be recorded. So I just want to see what y'all saying. Continue with the show.
Okay, well, I can tell you what they were, because I didn't know what had happened. They brought it to me, so I didn't know nothing about your show at all. They brought it to me this morning. Well, this morning I had gotten 4 inboxes from 4 different people that did attend the show, and they were like, "Jazz, we are pissed." And I was like, "What's going on?" And then they were like, "We went to Michael McCorkle's show, and Michael lied to us." I said, "Well, what are you saying? What did he lie about?" Well, we received $3,500 and his packet, as well as his flyer says he's giving over 10,000. And then when you made the post, that sent them over the edge too, when you said you got what I gave you. And so as a producer of a show of my own, they were like, "We want to come on Shady T."
That you got what I got. What they received.
No, that's that. I'm gonna put the screenshot up there, because they
received what they received is what the sponsors and the donors gave for the cash prize.
Can I say something? I think the biggest thing that we're missing is, I'm not putting anybody out. I just think for the community, for the whole the dance community, I think our communication has to be better. That's what I think.
Well, Robin,
if there's any problem,
hold on 1 second. I don't know who sent you the message, because me and Robin it
was from DHS. It was 4 different DHS people.
I can only speak of the director. I don't care about no parents. I don't care about no assistant director. I don't care about the sponsors or the supporters. Only thing I care about is the director. And me and Robin have an understanding. One of our donors was out of town. He's in Germany, and he said that he was coming back Friday. He didn't get back Friday, but I have spoken with him since then, and he said that he don't have a problem with making a contribution. And I told Robin that if I didn't have to deal with this bullshit, I don't have a problem with giving her the remaining $5,000. It's $500 that he's going to award to that team. But he wants this money.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing about it, Michael. This is the thing, and I want to be completely transparent with you. This is the thing, baby. When you throw on a show, okay, sponsorship is all good and dandy. I've worked with sponsorship. I know there's levels to this thing. I know some sponsors will say that they're giving away. Anything could happen in this situation. Now that you're saying that he's in Germany, okay, we don't know for a fact if he's really there or not. We don't know. Even you.
What y'all know.
No. But let me.
Knows he's in Germany.
But let me explain what I'm saying. Regardless of the fact, you as a producer, that's what it's not on the sponsors, Michael. and I'm not beating you up. It's not on the sponsors. You as the director and the producer of this show, that's your show, your name, your brand. People are already looking at you with the red eye. Anyway.
What's a red eye?
I'm just like with a side eye, a red side eye. Like they're skeptical.
Who? Like who?
No, I'm just saying the drill community in a whole. I'm speaking on a whole.
What are they skeptical for? So how?
Because okay. Well, let me give an example. Let me give an example.
Skeptical.
You first put out the flyer. You said you was giving 20,000. Then it went down to 10,000. Then it went from 10,000 to when they get to the show, you only gave them 3,500.
Well, the only reason why I went to 10,000 because I didn't get any drum lines because it was going to 10,000 for the drum line. Only one drum line had paid the registration fee. So I'm like, okay, well, if we're not gonna have no drum lines, I'm not gonna give drum line $10,000.
But did you say that to the teams though, Michael? But they did. But that's what I'm saying. Evidently, no. Because they were still. No. Yeah. So they was.
No, they knew. They knew.
So if they knew that you wasn't giving out $10,000, then it should have never been brought to Shaddi T.
For the drummers, I'm not talking.
No, I'm not talking just the drummers, baby. I'm talking about
drummers
overall.
So I could have very easily gave $10,000 from the door, but no, I'm not. For one, me personally, there was no $10,000 performance.
But that's what you put out, Michael. That's what I'm saying.
I don't care.
But you put that out, Michael, so you can't.
I'm willing to deal with the backlash.
But that's not what Michael. Well, listen, Michael. But you want to continuously to have IRS days, right?
I will, and
I'm saying, and people are going to be skeptical about it because of what took place. You're saying you don't care, but you do. These are teams that support you in your own city. So if you only have, from my understanding, let me make sure I got it right. You had 5 teams and you only had 1 team come from out of state, which was Philly, right?
There was
Drill and Drums.
8. There was like 9 teams. It was
9 teams. Okay. But majority of your support came from Dayton, right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. So all I'm saying is look out on the outside looking in as a producer of a show. Why would I not make do with if I'm gonna just be transparent and people can call this what it is. I'm gonna make sure that if my home team wins, I'm gonna make sure they're taken care of. Let me put a situation out there that happened. Let me just give you an example. Let me give an example.
I've been talking with Robin since I got up this morning. I told Robin, I sent her the screenshots of the communication between me and Quincy. I said, as soon as Quincy cash apps me or PayPal's me the remaining balance, I'm going to forward it to you. However, this is only if you don't start no mess. It's not a bunch of Facebook shit. I'm not doing this. I'm not about to get on. I'm not here to clarify myself. I came to watch your Shaddi T live. That's the only thing.
Michael, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, love. And I'm trying to be transparent with you. I'm not going to allow, if I promise you $5,000, Michael, if you came to my show, and this is for a fact, if I promised you $5,000, and if I did not give you $5,000, Michael, you cannot tell me, knowing how you are, you would not have a problem with that. And on top of that, you would have a problem with it because you had to travel back. Now, I don't know if the Philadelphia team would have won first place, it would have been different because they would have used that money to help travel expenses. I don't know. But what I do know and what I am explaining to you is that if you had the money, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you go ahead and give her whatever was owed to her, whatever balance? Because you knew the sponsorship was coming back to give you. So you could have took the sponsorship money and that could have been replacement for what you just gave out because they didn't give it to you in time. So we're giving the benefit of doubt. He was in Germany. Okay, cool. Whatever, he's in Germany. But you still have funds to make do so it didn't get this far. Because again, I didn't know nothing about your show. I didn't know what happened. I just woke up this morning and I had a conversation with several people and they said they wanted to tell their side. And I was like, okay, well, rightfully so. I'm extending the invitation.
What is Robin saying?
Robin was on a conference call. She was on it earlier today and she said her piece and then she got off because I guess she was at her son's baseball banquet or something. Okay. So she didn't stay on, but she did come on earlier. But she didn't bash you, nothing like that. All we're simply saying as a community wise, if we're trying to make it better.
I spoke to Robin and we have an understanding. So As long as me.
Okay, and then that's fine. I'm just letting you see producer to producer. I would never let a team leave my show, even if I had to go into my ticket sales. If I was counting on that money from a sponsorship, well, that sponsorship check that he sends, okay, I'm gonna say, sir, you're gonna have to put that in my name because I've already given them their money, and this is the receipt of the money. So that way your team is satisfied. Because guess what? Just like your parents was on my comment section and was saying basically I was gonna kiss and make up and she was gonna be back at your competition next year. Why would they want to do that if they don't know how the outcome is going to be or what the outcome is going to be?
My cash prize, I gave more than any team has given out. Okay, my trophies alone was more than $1,000. So I'm not here to defend myself. I told Robin, and Quincy is usually really reliable. He's reliable. So the money is never the issue. It's not that I didn't have the money, and $10,000 ain't shit. I'll spend $10,000 in 2 days. That's nothing. So it's not that I didn't have the money, and it's not that I didn't want to give the money. I wanted to come from the person who.
Well, Michael, that doesn't look good on your end. You're missing my point.
Okay, and I get what you're saying, but I'm trying to explain how I feel. I'm explaining why I did what I did.
So I'm gonna tell you now what it looks like. It looks like you ran off with the plug. Just to be transparent. That's that outside looking in.
Who runs off with the plug?
Their money. Because you had the money to give them, Michael, and you're saying that
the money came from not the money came from the door. Not from the door.
Robin, put the background on mute, baby. So Robin's coming on. Put whoever's looking at the live on your end, Robin, go ahead and have them muted or turn it down so it won't be no feedback. Go ahead, Robin. Michael said he's been in constant communication with you this morning, and y'all have an understanding. Is that true or no?
So yes, we have been in contact, and Mike has also let me know that about the sponsor Q being in Germany, and that if he was when he give it to him, he was gonna give it to us. But like I said when I got on here earlier, it's kind of hard for me because I can understand that, but when my staff, my parents, and my kids are hurt, I can't control them from reaching out to you or making their post. And then when they make a post, they get bashed, talk about they being unprofessional or something like that. But when really, I feel like if it was for any team, anybody would have been upset about it. And that's where all the problem is.
And when you told me, what did I say? I said, you have the right to be upset. I get it. I'm not mad.
But Michael,
I'm understanding that you saying that your sponsor is going to come through. So I'm trying to be open-minded to that. It's my parents and my staff and the kids that are upset, hurt, and angry.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to help Michael understand. Michael just said that he has the money. He has the money. So I'm like, if you have the money, give it to her. You have the money. And then when the sponsor comes through, but it almost seems like the sponsor's not going to come through because you're not even trusting that he's going to really give it. Because if you trust him, then you have the money. Give it to the team that was supposed to be given.
The cash prize was coming from sponsor.
Oh God, Michael, you're missing the point.
No, you're missing the point. In spite
of the point.
That's what.
Well, evidently the sponsor didn't come through because he took a vacation to Germany.
No, he didn't take a vacation. He was
whatever he was doing in Germany, he wasn't there to be able to supply. So essentially now it's left up to you to make it right, not to wait on the sponsor.
And I will talk to Robin, and we will speak about the remaining balance. But this has nothing to do with you, her parents, or the staff.
When they bring it to my vlog, it does. They're including me in it. I didn't know nothing about your show. I wasn't there. I didn't know nothing. So it would not have came to me had it wasn't not brought to me and they not felt a certain type of way about it.
Understood.
So I got a question down though. This is a real question because this is my first year having my own team. So when it comes to the staff, like when you have a co-director, I can feel this way, but you got to be on the same page as your co-director. So if she feels differently, how can I not have her back or something like that, or make her see like because we say like it don't got nothing to do with the staff? Like, shouldn't we be on the same page? Like, how can I not have my co-director's back or not take up for her?
You're supposed to.
Or the
and then Michael,
sit
on
and you
top of
have
that
conversation with your co-director.
And I want to address this because this is a comment that Michael did make. Michael, you said something to the fact that why say when you didn't see a $10,000 performance. That's what you said. That's offensive. That's like somebody looking at IRS and saying IRS was shit. Y'all just had a battle out between a team that y'all don't even get along with.
What's your question?
So why would you make that comment and say, well, I didn't see a $10,000 show?
That's your question?
That's the statement that you made.
What's your question?
I'm saying, why would you make that statement? That leaves people clueless that if you're really going to give them the money or not. Because you made a statement, why I didn't see a $10,000 show.
I wasn't the judge, baby. That's how I.
But you made the comment. That's what you said.
By that, I'll find the paperwork. But I don't understand. You asked me why did I make a comment?
Your flyer and your packet said you was giving out over $10,000.
Oh, what is the question? How are you going?
So the question is, if you're sitting there, how can someone? This is the question. How can someone trust that you're gonna make do with what you're saying you're going to give if you made the comment and said I didn't even see a $10,000 show?
Or what? Because you're going to ask me a question and I don't even understand where you're going with this. Is this about?
I'm asking you to clarify what you meant by that.
I meant that I didn't see a $10,000 and I wasn't the judge. I'm not judging.
And no difference. You hired those judges.
So, Robin, you talked to Michael and you've also talked to me. And I've given you my suggestion. I've given you my set. You see, Michael just released. I would give it, and I'm gonna tell you legally. I'm going to say this, and I'm gonna say this for everybody to hear. Legally, you have a case, and I would definitely give it. Why is people calling me and I'm on live? I would definitely give it 7 business days. And you know what? At this point, Robin, there should be no other communication via phone. Am I right about it, Marlon? There should be no other communication via phone. The communication should be through strictly text message or email, so you can have a paper trail. Mm-hmm. And give him, say, sir, your competition was on such and such date. We did not receive our full winnings. If we don't have our winnings by Friday, whatever you set the date for, then we will be seeking legal recourse and go ahead and take it to court and go ahead and get your money that way. It's a business. If we want to talk business, it's got to be smart and it's got to make sense. Because again, you have the text message or you have the packet, you have the flyer, and you have a screenshot to show what he said afterwards. So that's all that you need. Yep. But your kids are not going to sacrifice. Your kids are not going to suffer because of this person is still not thinking. He's still on the fact of, oh, my sponsorship. It don't work that way when you're the one that said you was giving $10,000. Your sponsor didn't say he was giving out $10,000. You said you were giving out $10,000. Yep. So you can't put that on the sponsor. Go ahead, Marlon.
Robin, are you here? I can't.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Pick back off of when you said how do you kind of control your staff and your team? Thing I had to learn when I first started was I am in control of everybody at the end of the day. And as a coach, it's certain stuff that I can't keep to myself, like especially when it comes to a situation like this. So what I think you should do is you need to sit down and have a meeting with your other coach, your kids, and your parents, and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is what it is. Michael said this. Michael said that. I have it in text messages. I have it in messages. So just so everybody won't be so doing backflips and posting on Facebook and kind of,
Let me get in on
And
that.
see about
My
it. Just sit
co-director
down
want
and
to
hold a
talk to
conversation with your staff and let them know that.
my co-director want to speak.
Right
Is
quick.
that Miss
First of
Terry?
all, hey, how you doing? First of all,
Hey.
my reason for going to Facebook, and I was very kind when I went to Facebook. Okay, the thing was, I did not want our parents and our kids thinking that we had been given $10,000 when we only had $3,500, because they're going to wonder what are we doing with the money. Because see, every dime that we pull in, we allocated one way or another for the kids' benefit. They might not get a dollar in hand.
Now
They
that's
might not get
true.
a dollar in hand, okay? But that money would have cut their trip costs down substantially. Okay. So the next question from them was going to be, well, what are we doing with our winnings? I didn't want them to think we had $10,000 when we did not have it. That's why I made the post. I was very kind with the post. I just stated the fact so everybody knew what was going on. Okay. Now I'm going to hand this back over to Robin.
And I can honestly say, as I was walking out of the convention center, people was already asking for money. Let me borrow this. Let me borrow that. So everybody did think I walked out of there with that money, though.
And you know what's so crazy? It's sad.
So I think you should.
It's sad that you. It's really sad that people, your parents already knew, and I think I knew they knew, because when I saw it, I said, "Ain't no way in hell would you haven't." Because he said he had 9 teams there. I don't know if that's true. You said he had 5. He said he had 9. I don't know how true that is.
Look, she said it was somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between, okay. But neither here nor there. The bottom line is, y'all as directors have to, I understand y'all want to support people, but it comes a time when y'all got to stop supporting folks.
Say it.
It comes a time where you got to pull yourself out. Robin, y'all are let me say this for everybody that's watching. I don't mind saying it. Ever since I met Robin 2 shows ago, she's been a faithful tither. Back to back. It's not because they have to come to my show. It's because they want a different experience of a show. They want to take their kids somewhere where their kids have never been, and they want to give them an experience that they never had. They are tired of going to shows and feeling like, what? We're skeptical. We don't know what's going to happen. Shouldn't nobody feel like they're going to nobody's show? And the same skepticism that you had was exactly what happened. And no one as a director and a coach wants to tell their parents, we cannot do X, Y, and Z for y'all kids because this man is saying he's waiting on sponsorship from a person that's in Germany. That don't got nothing to do with the team that won. That sounds like a cop-out, and it sounds like a big-ass excuse. That's what it sounds like. And Robin, I know y'all had a relationship, or y'all have had a relationship and stuff like that. It's time for you. You a big girl now. Mm-hmm. You hold your own weight. You holding your own self down. Your team is good as shit. Y'all are grand champions of the drill competition. And it's showtime. Find somewhere else to go to where y'all don't have to keep dealing with stuff like this. Pull away. It's okay to pull away from people. Because when enough people pull away, they're going to have to make some changes or they're not going to have nothing at all. You got to pull away sometime. And it's nothing personal. It's just business. Because at the end of the day, what can happen is your parents could be dropping off of your team and you have a huge team. Your parents start dropping off because you're losing the accountability from somebody else's wrongdoings. And you don't want that. You done built your team from the ground up. And you're steadily growing. So why allow something like this to happen to your team and let your girls down? Because the parents is not really necessarily looking at Michael. They're looking at you because you made the decision to enter them into that show. And y'all went to the show on the grounds of, if we win, we're going to maybe come out with $10,000 to go to Miami with. And I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second. He very well may have not given it to y'all because he knew y'all was coming to my show. And he wanted to come to my show, and I told him no. Drop the mic. Now drop the mic on that one. If we want to be technical, because I can guarantee you, had that Philadelphia team won, that Philadelphia team would have received their coins of $10,000.
He'd have had that money.
You can believe, you could bet your by golly wow on that one. Yep. They would have received because they wouldn't have left until Michael came up with that $10,000, and he knows that.
Agreed.
So for the fact that he knows that y'all coming to Miami in a few weeks, and y'all could have used that money, think about it. Why am I give him something that I'm not a part of? Because he surely called me and asked me, could he register for my show? And I told him no.
My girl.
It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. And the way he's not caring and the way he just carried on the line clearly shows you, I don't think that y'all getting that money back because he's saying $500. What?
$500.
He said $500 is what he's waiting. I'm confused. That's not $10,000. That's not $9,000.
Still 75 short.
So I don't think y'all gonna get the money.
Mm-mm.
I don't think y'all getting the money. And it's hard to hear, but I don't think y'all getting the money.
We're okay. We'll survive. That's fine.
And the fact that he came on my live and said, I have the $10,000. I get, well, why you ain't give it to her? When I asked you, you could have gave that money for her. And then when the sponsorship, if they was coming through with the difference amount of exactly $9,200, because I don't believe he had no sponsorship for no $9,200. I'm telling you, Robin, what I know. I do not know no company. Unless you are a 501c3 nonprofit that's going to donate $9,200. And when it was supposed to be given, all of a sudden they in Germany. Okay. So I'm going to say this and I'm going to end this live because I got to get ready to do some more stuff for my show where the prize money is in my account waiting for it to be released. I'm going to say this. Robin, y'all got y'all a new show. Every time y'all step foot in my show, it's been fresh to death. Y'all gotten y'all coins. Y'all gotten y'all trophies and y'all had a good time. Please take that in consideration when you talk about doing somebody else's show in Dayton, Ohio. I'd rather save my coins and I'd rather be like, we're going to wait for Lady Jazz to see where she's taking us next. I'd rather save my coins and say, we're going to Lady Jazz's show. You know I'm going to get more drill teams. Legacy Boomers is coming. You know you're going to have more drill teams coming, but y'all have to make that stand and say, we go to her show because this is what happens to us every time we go. Save y'all money to go to a show that you know is going to be beneficial for your girls. Let your parents see that you're standing on your own without, let me try to make goods with him. I'm going to say this, F him. F him. You got your own platform, your own team now. You take your team and you let it soar. Stop being under somebody else. You're gone from them. You're not on IRS no more. You are Dayton, Ohio High Steppers. Dayton High Steppers. That's who Robin is. So with you being who you are, it's time to take your kids out of Dayton and stop being stagnated in Dayton. And that's all I got to say.
See you soon.
You have the love of me. You got my support. I told you what you needed to do. I'll see y'all in a couple weeks in Miami.
See you soon.
All right, babe. Bye, Miss Terry. All right. I said what I had to say. I'm done talking. I'm done talking, honey. Hold on. You. Actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and put this plug in one more good time. Y'all look at it.
It's Showtime Live on the Sands. August 20th through the 21st, 2021 in the sunny Miami, Florida. With special guest Janae Harrington. With combined categories, walkthrough, Caribbean Creative Pom-Pom, Mini Junior Combined Stand, Senior HBCU Stand, Parent Coach Back. With thousands of dollars in cash prizes up for grabs. Hosted by the amazing Lady J. Hyatt Regency Miami, August 20th to the 21st, 2021. Tickets available at eventbrite.com. Search It's Showtime live on the Sands, Miami. You don't want to miss it.
All right, y'all. So again, as y'all can see, it's going down in a couple weeks. We are so excited and ready. I'm ready for y'all to see this new body, yaddy. Baby, I got some amazing things set up for you guys. Coaches, let me show y'all what y'all gonna get. This is so cute. So every coach, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show this one. Coaches will receive their official It's Showtime Live on the Sands badges with your picture on the side. This is professionals. Y'all got to know eternity. So we will see y'all in a couple weeks in shows. I hope I don't have to go live again before Miami, but if I do, I don't mind. Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Shady C, the Major Community. While I'm your girl, Lady Jazz, and I always bring you the latest tea in the community, hunty.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Shady C, the Major Community, where we always bring you the latest tea in the community, hunty. Stay tuned. I'm gonna bless you. Stay with me. I'm a pleasure.
All right, y'all. So that's it. I will definitely see y'all later. And y'all have a great rest of y'all week.